Grand Rising, everybody. Grand Rising. Grand Rising. Grand Rising. Thank you for coming here today to be with me on Larger Curves. I'm sitting a little low. We could do that. We could do it like that, I guess. Hi, y'all. So I'm in the Zen Den. I'm coming to us live from the Zen Den. Chakra King. Oh, I like that. I like the way you spell chakra. So you're talking about having your chakras aligned also, right? That is that a play on chakra? Yes. Or is that a play on Shaka? Shaka Khan? Shaka Khan? I think I'm funny, y'all. I think I'm funny. Grand Rising, thanks for coming through to Larger Curves. Make sure you smash that like button, smash the subscribe button, and ring the bell on your way in or out. I'm not sure if you're catching this in a replay or not, but I love you too, all right? I woke up this morning with my mind stayed on spirit. I woke up this morning with my mind stayed on spirit. I woke up this morning with my mind stayed on spirit. Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. Yeah. That's where I'll be waking up. First thing I do in the morning is pray. I got up this morning. I was like, God, Sky Daddy, thanks for waking me up this morning. Oh my God, I'm breathing. I'm breathing again, God. First, I was 1 million sperm to get through and become a zygote and become Larger Curves. And then you let me wake up another day, God. Another day. Oh, I must be Sky Daddy's fave. He woke me up this morning, y'all. That's how I woke up. And then I did some affirmations. I get up on the side of my bed and I just sit in silence. Because you know how as soon as you wake up, your mind can like start going with all this. So I sit in silence. And I really tried to do it for 10 minutes, but I think it was only about 3 because then I'm like, I got stuff to do, God. I just slept 8 hours. And so I get, yeah. But all it takes is a little couple minutes to just reset, clear out, and then approach, right? And then I did a list in the dark. I'm not real sure how it came out. Let's see. I did a list in the dark of what I'm grateful for. It was completely in the dark. And I remembered how Helen Keller would put a finger somewhere and then write. And so I just did it like I learned from Helen Keller, like a blind person. This came out pretty straight. My 5 lists of things I'm grateful for. You see, number 1 is I'm grateful for waking up. I swear, just keep it simple. We don't have to make things complicated. But you know what I'm also thankful for is Black people. I'm very thankful for us. I'm very thankful for the minds, for the ingenuity, for the creativity, for the inventions that we make. They say that necessity is the mother of invention. They should have just said Black people are the mother of invention. They could have said it. I'm not sure. But we're here today during Black History Month on the 18th day of Black History Month. I mean, every day is Black History for me personally. But they give us a month. Shortest one and everything. And they want to take it back. They such Indian givers. They be giving away hella shit and they want to take it back all the time. Colonizers. That's the way of the colonizer. They give you something and then they take it back. Or they take what you just made and put their name on it. Or paint over it and imply that it was somehow white. Yeah, there's a lot of shit that they be doing. A lot of stuff. And I love everybody. I'm just noticing the truth, which sets us free. So we're going to look at some Black inventions today, you know, and because I think it's really important to, like, I say it all the time, look around. I can look around this. You see that doorknob? A Black person made it. The only way I could get into the Zen Den today was to use the doorknob that the Black man made. Did you know he was 16 years old when he invented that shit? I put it in the description for this video. Osbourn, I think his name is, was 16 years old when he invented this doorknob. The only way we can get in and out of fucking places. Think a Black person, because you be locked out or you be locked in without this motherfucking doorknob. Thank him. I'm in my Rihanna Savage X Fenty. Yeah. So funny. I grew my own hair and I can't stand it to touch me. It be getting hot in here. It's soft and everything. Yeah, I like it up. Let me share my screen. I have a lot of different things to show. We're only going to be in here for a good hour. I could go, I mean, because this could take 8 days. This could take a very long time to show you all the awesome things that Black people have done for society, for the globe, because doorknobs are used around the globe, actually. So this is like a global impact that the ingenuity of Blackness has made, and made lives around the whole globe easier, made it more comfortable, made it more accessible for everybody to get through their day. And I just think instead of getting persecuted and getting bullets in our backs, you guys might want to start thanking us and giving us kudos and pay up. That's what I'm thinking. Why are you trying to rewrite stuff because your ancestors feel bad about what the ancestors, because your new sisters feel bad about what the ancestors did? You don't want them feeling bad, but you want to remind us of slavery all the time. Yeah. Yeah. 12 years a slave. You want to remind us about that, but you don't want to remind us about creating doorknobs to make your life better. Let's get at it. Let's get at it. Now, I must say, thank you for being in here. Bianca, I love you. I love you. Thank you for coming through. And Chakra King are in the house playing with me. I'm going to share the screen. So first I want to show us this, because this is what we're dealing with. Let me put this up a little higher. Actually, let me minimize this. Somebody was talking about this the other day, and I was looking for this diagram when Mel was over here the other day. This weekend we had a political talk, and we had a political panel, what the fuck in politics segment. It was the second time I've done that, and I think we're going to start doing them some more. They've been requested. So our what the fuck in politics segment was just about what the fuck is going on in politics, you know? And we were talking about this meme right here. This is indicative of what Black people have to go through in America, even though we invented the doorknobs, the cars, the traffic lights, so many things. We don't get no kudos. We just get barbed wire, landmines, alligators, brick walls, spear pits, and chains to hold us back. Are you guys seeing what she has to go through? So this is the finish line, the proverbial finish line, right? And you see how this clear way is for this white man is clear. And these hurdles, he could even get around these hurdles if he maneuvers correctly. He could just walk around that shit. He doesn't even have to have on the right attire to get through this race. He gets to have on business. She doesn't even, I feel like this picture right here demonstrates the mediocrity that is tolerated from other cultures then purported to be better than us, who come ready. We becoming ready. Okay. So this isn't ready. He's in dress shoes, a business suit, right? That's not what typically you would find a person ready to race in. So he not ready, right? He ready to take the credit, but he not ready to do the actual race. This woman is indicative of how Black people show up. We show up excellent. We show up more than ready. We've been taught that we have to be better than the best to even get considered for the mediocrity that is tolerated by our counterparts in society. So this picture is showing us right here of how we show up ready to go. Chains and all. We show up in the proper attire to win. Because we're taking this shit serious. We're not showing up to the race in dress shoes and a dress suit. Nope. We come ready. Okay? Because there's doorknobs to be made. So we come ready. And I even bet that these hurdles on his side, they're kind of self-imposed. They're like the time that they were like, what about White History Month? Oh my God. Or another like fake imposition on their reality, right? It's all self-imposed turtles when they decide that they haven't got enough or more from specifically Black people. I'll include people of color. I can make it people of color, but it's Black History Month. We're going to keep it Black. And then you see on her side, all of this stuff is man-made. There's no Black person going ahead of their path putting a landmine. Nope. These landmines could be white supremacist systems, the foundation for white supremacist systems. And then this barbed wire and fence could be the systems being upheld by departments like the police department. And then this alligator pit could symbolize that after the system is enacted by the department, that then you get in front of some place where you think you should get justice, like the judge and the jury, and it's just full of alligator pits and you still can't have any relief. But you have to still overcome that. And then you get a little break and you find a gap and you get through another hurdle that they put in front of you. This brick wall, God didn't make that. A man laid those bricks to stop you, and then somebody had to break through that. And then it doesn't stop there. They still have a pit full of spears before you can cross the line. And then we get this. What's the matter? It's the same distance. What's the matter with Black people? They could just pick themselves up and self-sufficiency. What's the matter with people in Gaza? They could just da-da-da-da. What's the matter with people in Africa? They could just da-da-da-da. What's the matter with people? What's the matter? What's the matter? It's the same distance. But white supremacy makes sure to clear the paths for what they need. So while we look around today and thank Black people, I want us to remember this, that why we have to go through all of this after the list that I'm about to show you. That's fucked up. This is fucked up stuff, you guys. America needs to get their chakras aligned, because it shouldn't be like this picture. It shouldn't be like this. After the list I'm about to give you of ways that your life is easier today, why do we have to endure a racetrack like that, full of landmines, barbed wire, with chains on our feet? There's this lady on YouTube that's been doing, and I don't know, who do you guys, real quick, because you guys like it when I do this. Who do you guys think wore the dress better? I think that Sweet Tea looks bodied, but I think Quad, since she wore it first, I don't know. I don't know. They both look great. But Quad is the original. Sweet Tea is a copy. Shout out to copies. Oh, did you guys see this dude? Shout out to Black Excellence. Zeb Powell made history as the first Black snowboarder to win the X Games. He's only 20. You see this? We take over everything. You keep us out, and then as soon as we get in, we take it over. Look at this, what he's doing on a freaking snowboard, you guys. He's amazing. He is so freaking amazing. Loving life, living life. Right on, right on. Shout out to Black History. Let me get to this list. So there's a lady on there's a lady on Instagram, Beverly, and she does different words of the day, but she also does some Black history stuff. Here's this. So here's a list. Okay, so it's no accident Am I getting blurry? It's no accident that you learned about Helen Keller instead of W.E.B. Du Bois. You learned about the Watts and LA riots, but not the Tulsa or Wilmington riots that white people did against black people. You learned about that George Washington dentures were made from wood rather than from the teeth of slaves. Did you guys know that George Washington's teeth? We heard that he had made them full of, they were wood teeth. Lies. They were made from the teeth of slaves, you guys. He had black men's teeth in his mouth. You learned about black ghettos, but not about Black Wall Street. You learned about the New Deal, but not about redlining. You learned about Tommy Smith's fist in the air at the 1968 Olympics, but not that he was sent home the next day and stripped of all his medals for doing it. You learned about black crime, but white criminals were never lumped together and discussed in terms of their race. You learned about state rights as a cause of the Civil War, but not that slavery was mentioned 80 times in the Articles of Secession. They wanted to keep us in slavery so bad, you guys. They just wanted to keep continuing to steal all of our ideals and all of this stuff. Privilege is having history rewritten so that you don't have to acknowledge uncomfortable facts. Racism is perpetuated by people who refuse to learn or acknowledge the reality. Stop sharing that. I'm going to start sharing this list. I found this PDF. Figured it was a good way to just go over it together. Let's get it over here. Can I close this? How do I do this? Make it big. I don't want this over here. Can you guys see this? Let me see. No, it keeps getting smaller. Okay, here we go. I don't know why that's showing on here. I can't make it go away. Oh, you know what I could do is print to PDF. And then open it in my own PDF. I'm going to call it Black. Did it go? Okay, now I'm going to stop sharing that because I did not like that sidebar. That was directly from the website. Here we go. Black. Blacker than black. Blackety black. Blackety blackety black. Blackety black. Blackety 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 black. Black. Black black black. Blackety 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 black. Okay, let's see. We're going to share this screen. Is this a PDF? This one. I'm going to go back in the background and I'm going to close this one. And I'll close this Instagram for now. Because when I have too many things open, it slows down my processes. Okay, so here we are. We're going to share this list. Bam! So this is a list of Black inventors and their inventions. Because we got to give props where props are due. Did it cut my freaking PDF? No, it didn't cut it too bad. Okay, so can you guys see this list okay? Good. So we're just start. Anybody use paper? Does anybody use paper? I'm going to need you to thank a Black person because Africans made that shit. It wasn't the Greeks and the Paprias. It wasn't them. It was Africans made the first paper. Okay? Chess. Anybody play chess with their daddy? I used to play chess with Papa Curves, and he was a chess master. And You know who invented chess? Africans. Wait, it doesn't blow up like that. Why can't I make it do shit? Okay, there we go. So, and then we have medicine, Africans, civilization, Africans, aeroplane propelling, James S. Adams. We thought you got taught it was the Wright brothers, or should I say the White brothers? And it was really James S. Adams. The biscuit cutter. Everybody loves sausage and biscuits in the morning. Well, A.P. Osbourn made that. Anybody ever come to your house and have to use a folding bed, or you use one at a hotel? L.C. Bailey made that. A coin changer. Oh my God. James Bauer made that. The rotary engine. Oh my gosh. What are rotary engines used for? Do you guys ride horses anymore to get to where you go? Nope. Black person. Car coupler. So how would the trains even stay attached if it couldn't couple correctly? Think a black person. Letterbox, black person. Stainless steel pads, black person. Torpedo discharger, black person. Disposable syringe, black person. The home security system. So all the Ring technology is based off of the home security system made by the black woman, Marie Brown. A corn planter, a cotton planter, both made by Henry Blair. The ironing board. Does anybody like to iron? I don't iron often. But look, the ironing board was made by Sarah Boone. Street sweepers. Now, I haven't seen a good street sweeper in a very long time, but the street sweepers were created by none other than C.B. Brooks. The horse bridle bit. I bet the horses are very happy. Yes. Just making sure we're good in here. Bet the horses are very happy that a bridle bit. And I bet the horses are very happy about the horseshoes. And people who use these animals are very happy with those things too, because it makes the horses last longer while they're doing stuff. The lawnmower. Have you guys seen that guy that goes around mowing people's lawns for free? He wouldn't be able to do that unless John Burr made the lawnmower. A typewriter. Oh my God, could you imagine having to freaking write everything instead of having these keys on a computer that are left over from the keys on a typewriter that was created by Burridge and Marchand? A train alarm, an image converter for radiation detector, peanut butter, paints and stains. Everything. They wouldn't even have a White House if it wasn't for paint. They wouldn't even have a White House. The paint, you need white paint to have a White House. Think a black person. Lotions and soaps. Carver did a whole lot. Automatic fishing reel, George Cook. Ice cream mold. Printing press. The envelope seal. Laser fuels. Pressure cooker. Window cleaner. Pencil sharpener. Fire extinguisher. A lock. I don't want to ask you anything. Why is that here? How can you make that go away? Hide. What the fuck is stuff popping up for? Laser fulls, pressure cookers, window cleaners, pencil sharpeners, fire extinguishers, the lock, the shoe lasting machine, lubricators, rocket catapult, elevators. Let's continue with all the things you can thank a black person for in 2025 that make your life easier because of a black mind, because this melanated power decided to be ingenuity and freaking create, even though we were oppressed But some of this stuff happened when we were still kings and queens and all that stuff. But a lot of it came, the mother of necessity was that it was whipping my ass and making me try to do all this shit. And I was like, oh, there must be a better way. And God put an idea here and we were able to create this shit. Okay. Automatic gear shift. I only drive an automatic car. I do not prefer to stick because I usually, if I have to put on lipstick and I'm in the stick and I need all my hands for the other stuff, automatic all the way. Street sweeper, we already said. The urinalysis machine. That's very important. The horse riding saddle, the horse and the rider, the horse and the rider. And did you guys know that the Lone Ranger was a black man? They sure fucked us up with that series, huh? The Lone Ranger was a black man and Kemosabe was really an Indian. That part was true. But the actual Lone Ranger was a black man. They whitewashed the hell out of him because the only thing he wore that was black was his outfit. The shoes. It says shoe. W.A. Dykes. Piano. Player piano. Arm for record player. The door stop. The doorknob. I told you about Dorsey. He was 16 when he made this thing so I could get in and out of the Zindan. Photo print wash, photo embossing machine, postal letter box, the toilet. Did you know? Then they call us uncivilized. They were like shitting in their hands in the living room or something. I don't know. And when we came up with the freaking toilet, okay? The furniture caster, the guitar was made by Robert Fleming. The golf tee was made by George Grant. A motor was made by Jay Gregory. Thermal hair curlers. How many of y'all like hot rolling your hair? Solomon did that for you. A lantern. You will like seeing at night? Michael Harney. A gas burner. I prefer a gas stove over an electric stove any day. Hey, Milo. Hey, baby. You coming in here? You coming in here? Can you close the door? We're live. Go close the move. Go close the door, bud. I'm here. Let's see. There's some more stuff. Yeah, I was saying I prefer a gas stove to an electric stove any day. The kitchen table. Oh my gosh. You guys like eating at kitchen tables? I do. Instead of like on the freaking floor. Civilized much? Get your ass to the table. Thank a black person. Bicycle frame. So the wheels were just going to be on the loose. You were just going to have to hold the wheels to the bike in your hands and try to figure out how to get there until a bicycle frame came for the wheels. Wow. Wow. A wrench. You know how many things in your house, you only need a couple tools and a wrench is one of them. You need a wrench, a hammer, a screwdriver. A wrench, a hammer, a screwdriver. Oh, and some pliers. And you can get a lot of shit done and some duct tape. And you can get a lot of shit done in your house. So thank a black person for a wrench. Thank a black person for some eye protectors. Thank a black person for the egg beater. Thank a black person for the defroster. Thank a black person that in the summertime you have air conditioning. Thank a black person because you have 2-cycle gas engines. Thank a black person because you have an internal combustion engine. Thank a black person because you have a starter generator. Look around and thank a black person for your refrigeration controls. Look around and thank a black person for your clothes dresser. Look around and thank a black person for bottle caps. Look around and thank a black person for electric lamps. Look around and thank a black person for hydraulic shock absorbers. Look around and thank a black person for refrigerators. Look around and thank a black person for some mops. Look around and thank a black person for a stair climbing wheelchair. Look around and thank a black person for a fire escape ladder. Look around and thank a black person for a telephone transmitter. Look around and thank a black person for the electric cutoff switch. You know how much shit would be blowed up if there wasn't an electric cutoff switch? Thank a black person. Thank a black person for a relay instrument. Thank a black person for the telephone system. And thank a black person for the mechanism brake. Just look around. Thank a black person. How about some thank yous? How about some gratitude in this piece? For Black Ingenuity. How about you stop with all this rewriting and whitewashing history and just fucking thank a Black person for your life being easier today? How about that? How about it? And I'm gonna need Black people to look around and thank each other. Be proud of us. Stand up and love in us. Respect us. Respect yourselves. Don't give into this fucking colonizing mind. Decolonize your mind and thank yourself for making this world a better motherfucking place. You are great. The whole freaking universe is inside of you. God gave us this melanin because he loves us so. Melanin makes everything better. Everything. They mad. They burn in the sun. How do they belong in Africa when your skin can't even tolerate what the African weather is? But you got blonde hair, blue eyes running around all over Palestine and persecuting brown people whose skin belongs there. I'm really hoping that Black people will get the respect that we're due. I feel high key that we respect ourselves a lot and we know what it takes. And sometimes it might be easier to show up with our colonized mind. But we need to let go of that stuff and just embrace our full melanin power. And it's time for us to unite. And it's time for us to come together because we make the world go round. We make the fucking world go round. And if they're not going to thank us, then I thank us. Okay? Thank you, Black person. Thank you, Black person. Thank you, ultra melanated human. Thank you for enduring. Thank you for being part of the solution when they're trying to make you part of the problem. Thank you, Black person, for the love. Thank you for the good food, Black person. Thank you for the music and the creativity, Black person. Thank you for the dancing on beat, Black person. Thank you, Black person. I love you, Black person. You are the entirety of the universe to me, Black person, and I love you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being part of my story. Thank you. And that's all I wanted to do today was thank a Black person. And I want you to look around the rest of the day and thank a Black person. Thank yourself. Be proud of yourself. You see another Black person, new rule, we're all talking to each other. Thank you, Black person. You're a great Black person. You're a great Black man. You're a great Black woman. Because they're not going to do it. And if they do, then they'll pat themselves on the back. Oh my gosh, I win. I thanked a Black person a day. Real people don't do stuff so that they can tell you that they did it. Cough, cough, Stormy. Anybody see Love and Marriage Lock Up in Huntsville on the final episode on Saturday? And Stormy came back after quitting the season, after she was cussing out content creators and having to go to court for making felony threats against content creators, and then spinning the story like the content creator threatened her and she was lies. Anyway, she was a special guest after she quit. And it seemed like all she came to do was show us how her BBL settled and to brag about paying for Kiki Jabbar's funeral. And I feel like that should not have been shared. I don't feel like you should pay for funerals just so you can come back on a show and brag about it. If you really did that from your heart, then nobody would need to know. Nobody needs to know. You don't need any thanks publicly. You don't. You could have kept that on the QT, darling. Real philanthropist, you hardly even know. Did you guys know that Prince was a philanthropist? And he was heavily invested in Black girls coding specifically. Did you know that? No, we didn't fucking know. Because you don't do something and then go brag about it. If true philanthropy is on your heart, you're not doing it like that. Most givers are silent. Givers gain, and it's usually in silence. You're not doing it for some brownie points so you look a certain way. I thought that was high key, just the trashy. Anyway, but she thought she needed thanks. She needed everybody to know, because I think she also wanted everybody to know, because there were rumors at the time when Kiki passed, rest in peace. She was a curvy, and we got to interview her over here. And yeah, but the rumors were at the time that Melody had helped the family out. And I guess Stormy didn't want Melody to get any credit that wasn't hers. I mean, she was already on Melody's show. So she was like, she had to come back as a special guest to brag about it. Anyway. You guys, did you enjoy this? Did you enjoy this? I hope you did. And I hope you spend the rest of this Tuesday thanking Black people. God rising, family positive vibes, conflict resolution, spiritual enlightenment. Exactly. I love you too. Peace queen. Politrix. Exactly. Kelsey's in the house. You're watching from work? Right on. The same. Oh, right on. Thanks. Your maintenance team is about to be pissed when they have to meet at 12, right? Well, let me let you go. You knew all this stuff. Yeah, we have to teach it, right? They always trying to take our credit for things we created. Even like Thomas Jefferson. Was it Thomas Jefferson? I just had a thing. It's not in this phone, it's in this phone. I had some other things I was going to go over, but I think this is a good list. Where is it? Let's look here. Thought I sent it to husband. Oh, I didn't. Anyway, yep. Thank you, Black person. Happy Black People's Month. Exactly. Yeah, I'm saying it loud, and for the people in the back, they always try to take it. But thank a Black person for everything in your life that makes it easier, sweeter, and more musical and tasting better and all of that stuff. And thank yourself for participating. And I love you guys. Make sure you smash that like button, smash the subscribe button on your way in or out, and ring the bell so you can get notified next time I feel like talking about this or something else. I don't know. I'll see you guys in the next video. Remember what I always say, enough to go around, so go get some.